Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel everybody. So I am currently working on my paper pumpkin alternative videos for October 2023's kit called, oh, this is not it. I was looking for it, Home for the Holidays. Where is, oh, it's right. Excuse me. Though that is not my stamp set. Where's my stamp set now? I already tore this from its instruction sheet. This was, hopefully you guys can see this. This is the instruction sheet. Here's the rest of it as I had this. Oh, that's what that envelope was from. Where is my stamp set? See, I have, these are my leftovers, but the stamps, stamps are MIA here. That's all right, because we only need one, and I have it. We're using the Celebrate the Wonder and Joy of this festive season, as if you guys paid attention, not that you need to, but just to let you know, I talked about how for my table setting, my place settings this year, we don't do a big dinner on Christmas. We do a Christmas Eve dinner. Actually, we do lasagna. We've been doing it now for 20 years. I only make lasagna once a year because it is very expensive to make this big lasagna I do. It feeds us for 2 to 3 days. Nobody has to do anything on Christmas or the day after Christmas when I make this. And it's so good because, you know, you have goodies and snacks and all those things, and you get to kick back and just relax. It's so wonderful. So we have lasagna on Christmas Eve. No other dinner. It's been for yourself for the next 2 to 3 days. So this is what I am doing as part of my table setting. I am not doing Christmas jammies this year. I am doing Christmas socks, fuzzy wuzzy socks, and I found some the other day with my daughter. I'm going to show you, that came in this really nice box, which is great because I can keep them in this up until Christmas Eve. And I have 8 pair, which I might actually need all 8, because one for my hubby, my hubby, my son, my daughter, myself, my grandson, my adopted daughter, Jissa. She's been with us since she was 2. My Aunt Carol, and then my daughter's girlfriend. So I will need all 8 pair, and this is going to keep them all nice and clean, and hopefully I will not lose them. This is a picture of what they are, and I chose the red because it has the reindeer and my husband and son hunt. So I will probably take, honestly, the Santa, because the Santa is my favorite thing in the world. So I've already done 4, so I'm going to take out this one, and I use different DSPs. So this is using one of a scrap piece of the card base, guys, and I did have to piece it here in the back, but it's for Christmas Eve, and it's so cold that sticker does not want to stick, but there it is. This is the add-on card base, and I didn't cut up a brand new one. I just cut up my scrap piece. So it was, let me look at it. Oh, it was the back piece that I was cutting up, one of these. And so that's what I used. And I just used different punches, and I wanted it very rustic. My house is very rustic looking. And if you're wondering about these stickers, I just had that container out. Where did I put it? Okay. Oh, of course I moved the thing. Okay. So this here is, you know, one of those old Stampin' Up! Containers they don't sell anymore, which they should, because everybody loves them. But this is, I got my Christmas stuff out. This was one of those Memories and More packages, many of them, because when they went on clearance, I must have bought 4 or 5, that went along with this Holly Jolly Christmas set, because this is my favorite Santa ever. I'm not a big colorer, but boy, did I color the heck out of this guy with the blends. I had the best time. This is one, I love that it's red rubber. I will keep this forever. You could bury this with me, okay? That's how much I loved this stamp set. That Santa is like childhood memories Santa. This is what my Santas look like in my house. They're jolly, fat, lovey, chubby, lovey-dovey Santas, and I love them. So just to that's where I got my little stickers and little embellishments. I can show you my other little goodies. So I got into my Christmas stuff, and I cannot believe that I packed this stuff in the shed last year, but there's a little Santa hat from a paper pumpkin set. I have little snowflakes that I punched with my little snowflake set from Scrap Paper Pumpkin. I have little red birds. Remember that peaceful deer in the coordinating DSP? I got extras of those in here from the, oh, what do you call it? The Christmas countdown. I have those in here. I mean, I have so much Christmas stuff. The trees, you name it, I've got it in here. And then look at, I've got more. Yes, this stuff, I did get rid of some things, but this stuff I will never. I got stickers. I have all of my stash for Christmas, and I try not to buy any more, though sometimes I can't help it. But, oh, look at more of those trees. That was from a paper pumpkin kit. I didn't really enjoy those little envelopes. Could use those for something, but tags from the tailor-made tags dies. The evergreen border punch. There's some more Christmas trees for you. Just found some of my stuff. So these are staying in my craft room. I'm not putting this back out with the Christmas stuff because then I will never get to it again. So that's staying. So let's get on with the project and what you're going to need. You're going to need fuzzy socks. These came pre-rolled. I'll show you. They have a little, you know, in those little plastic connections, but you can roll your socks. You don't have to get ones that are pre-rolled. I did not expect these to have a little connection. I expected went into my daughter's bathroom, and she uses these little rubber bands to make little, she's a dog groomer and an environmental scientist, but she uses these to make little dog bows, and I expected to put one of these in the center of the socks so they didn't unroll, but I didn't need to, so I put them in my little dish because they were connected, so that was wonderful. So I have done 4 different ones, and we're going to do 4 of them. I'm going to show you how I put the tulle on them, just on the red and the green one. The white ones, I've already done those, so it doesn't take too much time. But you will need, see, here's the paper pumpkin kit. So you'll need 2.5 by 8 piece of DSP. This, however, is 2.5 by 7. So you will need an additional piece, and I just took a 4.25 by 5 inch back of an actual card. I cut in half, and I just cut it at 2.5, and I'm going to add that to the back of that one. But let's start off with the tulle. Where is it? This is a roll of tulle like so. It's really hard to see, I know. This is, what is it, 6 inches? I probably need to bring in something dark like the Pierce mat so you can actually see this. So this is 6 inches wide. What I did do is I put it on my mat here, and I did 13 inches twice, so 26 inches, and I cut. So let me get this out. So here's 13. Roll it again, and I just cut. Now I already have the other one cut, and it's okay if you rough cut it. Do you see how rough that is? Because I'm going to cut the ends again anyways. I just needed to get it roughly. And let me bring this mat back in so you can actually see it. Otherwise, I don't think you can see it on camera. It just gives it a nice little detail. And this is something I had in my Christmas stash, guys. It's not like I went out and bought this. So we are going to wrap 2 of our socks so you can see it twice. So here is the little reindeer socks. And I put it roughly in the center. And I do mean roughly. I took it like this. Now, where are my jute? I have 2 pieces of jute twine. Right there you go. And it is, I forgot to measure this. They are 6 inches. So I folded it over this way, folded up and up. And then I gathered it up like this. This is one end. And I'm just going to take this and tie it. Now it doesn't have to be evenly tied because I'm going to trim the ends down to a 1/2 inch. Like I said, if you are going more fancy, you can change that up. I have very rustic little decor in my house. Very simplistic is what I was going for. So there you go. There's one end. Now I took it up the other end, you know, tightened it up a bit, held it, and wrapped that other 6-inch piece. And I will tell you by chance, the reason why it's 6 inches is because I had a whole bunch of 6-inch pieces in my drawer. Recut. I was like, oh, I'm going to use these up. And that's what I did. You could use ribbon. You could use whatever you want. You could leave them long if you chose to, but I wanted them about a 1/2 inch. Now I'm going to take these long ends and I'm going to, not all of these are the same size, guys. Okay. They're just me. It's just a little fun something for Christmas Eve. There's one end. I'm going to turn it the other, pull it, and give it a little cut. There's my little fuzzy wuzzy sock, and you can already see this end is shorter than the other. You could pull it down this way, get it a little. I mean, it's that simple to adjust it if you're freaking out over it, but I'm not going to. Tuck that one in the box, and let's get the last piece, which I already have cut. My pair. The Santas are going on my feet. My husband might want Santas too. I will tell you. From the time my children were little, he would tell them, I'm Santa Claus, and make them cry. He was horrible. And then when they got older, they were like, Mother, you lied to us. And their dad would laugh. I was like, you're rotten. But he just jokes around. So anyways. He looks a bit like Santa Claus with his beard now that it's turned white. So let me get 2 more of my pieces here. Got to move the notebook. Here's one. The other is underneath the sock box. And it's starting to rain. I had to turn that heater off because it makes so much noise. So just a simple little knot. Like I said, I rough estimate 1/2 inch. Then I can get it all in there. And I kind of liked using this and not going completely around it because all they have to do is pull the tool apart and get their socks out for Christmas Eve. And then everybody will have Christmas Eve fuzzy wuzzy socks for the festivities that evening. And we do like to play lots of games, though one game that is basically my daughter and I boycott. We do not play Monopoly anymore because my husband and my son are so darn competitive and they play by the strict letter of the rules that are in the box. If it's not on the rules in the box of Monopoly, they do not let you play it. They ruin all the fun. And so it's like, I'm over this. You know, we play Scrabble, we play card games, we play all kinds of stuff. It's fun. So there are my other little sake-wake. And let's move this aside. And now we can decorate. We're going to start at the bottom. And this is Rings of Love. This is, yes, a non-Stampin' Up one. But I didn't want to waste this piece. It was, actually, I'll show you guys. I'm going to laugh at me. It was a piece cut off from me trying to make a box top out of this piece when I was trying to do my sample. Okay, I could not just let that go to waste, so I had to use it. So I'll show you what we're using. These are, again, are part of that Memories and More stickers that was in my stash box. This is the Essential Tag Die. Yes, and that is in Craft. And this is that DSP from my box. You can see it's scored here. And I just cut it down to 2.5 by 8. I did not get the score tape on this one. So on one end, add score tape down at the bottom. You just need it on the one end. And a bone folder. There already is one on the table. I thought so. I'm going to go ahead and take off this. And I need to make sure. Oh, this one is the green one. I almost messed up. So, here's Mr. Santa Claus socks. I'm just going to roll this up like so. And I'm going to line this side up. And this band basically is really just going to slide right off. These are going to go on their plates for Christmas Eve dinner. So there we have it. Look at that. So simple. So this is that to and from. I'm not even going to write to and from. It's just to use these stickers that I never use. That goes on the back just because we want to. And it's so cold in here, they do not want to stick. I'm using real red ink, if I can. Oh, I'm like, I thought I had it out. It's like I moved it. And I wanted to show you a variety of punches that will fit this. And there's my little, I wonder where the stamp set went to. It just disappeared. So just the one stamp from the set. Celebrate the wonder and joy of this festive season. And let's move that over onto my keyboard. I just inked up a cord. That's lovely. I should be... Oh, I was not supposed to do that. This one is getting the sticker Merry Christmas. Huh. All right, that's okay. This should not be there either. There we go. Look, Phyllis, this is a sticker. So now we're going to use your little sprinkly stuff. If I can get the cap off. It's so cold in this room. I can't get the cap off. Oh, there we go. So Phyllis Terrell, a subscriber, got me this. Oh, that's going to be so cool. Now it's not sticky at all. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. All right, so there's that, because we're trying to match this one here, and we used this little sticker to go right there. I need a dimensional or two. Let's do 2. Didn't need a whole lot. I forgot this one. I didn't do any stamping on. So there we have it. Voila. That's one done. Let's move on to number 2. Those we don't need no more, so we'll leave those there. Next, we're going to do this one. I might just go ahead and pull that out. And here is my 2.5 by 8 piece of DSP. And we need the socks with the holly, as that's the one that coordinates with it. We are going to stamp on this one. This is the Retired Postage Rectangle Punch. Trying to get that off the table. All right, this one we are going to stamp, and we're going to stamp a little higher so I have a bit of the sticker. And the sticker, all I did was cut it in half. So then I put half at the bottom there. And we're going to stick the other half on this bottom. And this are all from the Memories and More old kit in my stash. And of course that's going to go, this is going to go in the corner, but we're going to let that dry because that's a real juicy ink pad. We're going to roll up our socks. So give it a nice little massage, a little rub down. Take off the backing. If I can pick it up, that is. This is the Rings of Love, because I don't have a whole lot of Christmas DSP. Not anything that would really go with my decor anyways. So, oh, that's nice. Here's the sticker, to and from, though it's not going to do any good. Not going to write on it. And this is going to get 2 dimensionals. I'm not going to spread it out because I don't want it over there, but and then we're going to just put some glue and add this little snowflake, which y'all have seen me do this little snowflake punch before. It's an oldie but a goodie. And several years ago we had these snowflakes. Yeah, it's not specialty paper, they were actual snowflakes. Hold on, I can show you because I just noticed I have some in here. These. And in the space in between where you punched them out, I punched those little snowflakes. So I tell you, I keep a lot of stuff. So there's 2. Let's do number 3 once again. I had to go with the bluebird. I wish that was a little red bird. It would have been perfect. So let's get our supplies for number 2. Now this one I already had stamped. The back of this, look how funny this is, guys. This is part of an envelope from the add-on envelope here, and I just cut it to 1 inch. Yes, it had this bit cut out of it, but it didn't matter because you're not going to see it. Now on here, I forgot to stamp the little snow flurry in green, but it's okay. It's already stamped with the Celebrate the Wonder, Enjoy. But we are going to add these Warmest Wishes sticker right here at the bottom, just because we can, and we're going to add some stars. Looks like I don't have a red one or a cherry cobbler. So let's see, we're going to add one there. Oops. Stickers. I need, oh, there's one on this sheet that I can grab. Sometimes I gotta grab these stickers off and they fly across the room on me. I've lost several today trying to get them off. And me, it's like, okay, you can stay there. Have a good time. You're good. So there's my tag. And we're just going to roll this up. This time I can go this way. Pick it up. Line up the paper on that side. We need one of the 2 and 2 in love across the bottom, just to use those up, and a couple of dimensionals. I'm not putting names on them. I'm just setting them in their place setting for Christmas Eve dinner at the table. So there's that one. Next is the one that we do have to piece together now. So let me put this away, this away, this away. That's going to go in the case of extras. So this is using the add-on in the 2.5 by 4 1/4 piece. It was back piece of an envelope that didn't make it. So I added 2 strips of tear tape, one on each end, because I needed to piece it together to make it work. So I'm going to start with adding this piece face down, and I don't want any of that to show, so I'm going to go about 1 inch in. There we have it. Now I'm going to give this end a rub down, release it, and roll. Oops, wrong one, huh? Might help if we actually do the right one. There we go. So there is our Christmas Eve Fuzzy Wuzzy socks. We have our little, there's some more snowflakes that need to go back in the container. We need to stamp with the real red. I love using up stuff from my stash. Just love it. Now this I am bringing down as far as I can on the heartfelt hexagon punch. That's why I said whatever punches that'll fit the sentiment, use it. Use what you have. And I'm going to stick this little holly branch right there to finish it off, and a couple of dimensionals in the center. And I have a box of Fuzzy Wuzzy Christmas socks for Christmas Eve for my family to enjoy. And I'm not making a big fuss over it. They're going to tear into them. They're going to wear them on their feetsies. And this little box, by the way, I have to tell myself, you cannot keep everything, girl. It's crazy. So there's my little Fuzzy Wuzzy socks. It has a nice little magnet up there. I love that. And hope you guys, maybe it'll inspire you to do something different for Christmas Eve. And you know, I have a very small family. It's not like I have a huge amount of people coming over for Christmas Eve. And this little box, it cost me $9.99 plus tax. Very, very doable. You could buy, see, there it is. And I got this at Sierra Trading Post at the trails in Silverdale. I'm sure you can find something like this. You can get these kind of socks at the dollar store. I had planned on going there. It's just that when I found all 8 pair for $10, I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. That will work for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video and seeing something that I am creating and giving my family. I would appreciate it if you do like this or like this little idea. Would you let me know in the comments? Would you also, if you enjoy my videos, think about giving me a thumbs up, liking or sharing my video with someone you know who likes paper crafting? I would so very much appreciate it, and I invite you to come back and visit me again in my wonderland. Bye bye for now, everybody.